Before we start today's video, I'd like to take a short moment for silence. The Harley Davidson is gone. It's sold. I'm down to just 2 vehicles, registered and titled and insured in my name. I can't remember the last time I only had 2, but that won't last long. Okay, so in case you're wondering what all this stuff is in front of me, this is LEDs, headlights for the FJ Cruiser. Got a little history going on here. Auxito. They've been a sponsor of my channel for over 5 years. And they've sent me quite a few lights to test out and try out. So just to give a little history here, this is the original halogen bulb. Or this might not even be the original. This might be one of them that I changed out the original to. A little bit wider, got the blue look on there. Halogens, they got a filament in there. Old school technology from back to the 1930s or something like that. The first Auxito LED light bulb I don't have here, but guess what? There's a link right up there to the video of that review. Then this light bulb came to me. It was a good light bulb. At least I thought it was. Worked fine for me. I still got the other one of them. This one has the cord on the back and no cooling fan, but a lot of aluminum fins to dissipate the heat. Then I ended up with this one here, and it's on a cord, no fan, heat sinks. Here's the new one. Now I've already put one of them in, and the other one of these is still in on the driver's side. So we're gonna be able to see a real comparison end to end. So this has a cooling fan on the inside, and in the description, which is down in the link, and I'll put a picture here for you. So something about a cooling liquid in here. So they're doing some creative ways to keep the heat down from this to this. It looks like it's just got 2 big LEDs on each side. Less to go wrong. Now you got a fan on the inside. It says, I can't see anything in there. We'll listen when we turn it on. But the circuit board and these other things and their miniature size, because we're trying to match identical the size and the placement of the filaments for the high and the low beam. So every year, LEDs just get better. It's just inherent with the industry. To get off focus for a second, LEDs are supposed to last, air quotes, forever. The new one here, I believe, is rated for 50,000 hours. Okay, if you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week for 50 weeks, that's 2,000 hours. 50,000, in other words, this should last forever. But what people aren't telling you about, and the electricians, we know this because it's part of the industry, but everybody else isn't talking about it. There's a thing called lumen degradation. Google it. What it is from day one, the lumens output, the brightness of the little LED, starts deteriorating with age. So what that means is they slowly, probably not noticeable if you're paying attention to it, but they do get dimmer. And the rule of thumb in the industry, which I hear nobody talking about, but maybe y'all will start talking about it now that I'm bringing it up, 70% is the useful life. Does that make sense? So when you degrade the LED to 70% of what it was new, it still works, it's still bright, but it's not efficient, it's not equivalent to being good and working. Nothing lasts forever. It's crazy. Anyways, Google it, learn about it, and be aware of it. Let's talk about this new one here because that's what everybody's here for. This is what's for sale. This is what I have a link for down there in the description. These say they got 20,000 lumens, but here's what's tricky. In the description, and this is all legal marketing stuff, it says per set. The older ones, like this one, was marketed as 6,000 lumens high, 6,000 lumens low. Remember, there's two sets, left and right, for low, and then the other two come on for high. That's the way it works. Doubles the light output. Same thing here on this with the filament. There's two filaments on there. And if you pay attention to the sockets on there, you got a ground, high, and a low. So this sends power to one filament, this sends power to the other two. Same thing on the LED with the LEDs. If I remember right, these halogens, let's see if it'll even say on here. Yes, 55 watt. These things have 55 watts. That's how much power it consumes. That's also the amount of heat that they put out. This one here, the new one, says it's 100 watts per set. So I'm gonna assume, because LEDs should run cooler and be more efficient, that this is saying it's 50 watts per bulb. So it's only 5 watts less in the power consumption. Interesting, if that is true. These go on the same way as your halogen bulb. This is not a video telling you how to do it. The instructions are very detailed and show you how to do it. But you really don't need instructions. It's pretty mechanical, basic common sense when you start taking it apart. I have seen videos online where people are cutting the rubber boot to get this on. If you're doing that, you're not thinking, you're not paying attention, you're not reading the instructions, you're doing it wrong. You do not jeopardize the boot. You should know that to begin with. And Auxito's very nice to send you these cool little, I think they're lens cloths to keep the lens on your iPhone and your GoPro clean, because let's see, now I gotta get that down there where it would be. These are just a little bit small for me. I know, they stretch, they would work, but halogen bulbs were the ones that got hot. These were the ones you were not supposed to touch because the oil from your fingers would get on here and tarnish them, give them brown spots, or would cause the glass to break. LEDs, you'd have to be really trying to touch the LEDs because they're so protected, and everything else is cool to touch. These are nice that they supplied them. Full details, probably 10,000 lumens on the brightness, 50 watts, expected life 50,000 hours depending on how the light degrades. Now, we need to go outside and look at them in the garage, and I still need another hour for it to be dark. Man, I hate my wireless microphones. So something failed when I came from inside to outside. But what I'm getting ready to do here is turn it on, and I'm pointing out to everybody that the passenger side has the brand new Auxito bulb in it, and the driver's side has the older Auxito bulb that I've been running for 2 years or so. So right here, you can see I turn it on, and it looks like the passenger side is definitely brighter, doesn't it? That's without getting the angle and getting your eyes in the glare. And what happens is the one on the driver's side, the inside right there where I'm pointing, is dead. So on the LED bulb, you've got a left side and a right side. The inside bulb was dead. I didn't know. I didn't notice. I don't drive a lot at night. I like to be home once it gets dark, whether I'm camping or doing the rest of my life. So I never knew. It's interesting, huh? Now might be a good time to mention Auxito offers a 2-year warranty. So I just took the bulb out of the enclosure and I want to see or show everybody how just one side of that is illuminated and the other side's dead. So I got the illuminated side toward the windshield, and now turn it 180 there, you can see it. So that bulb was defective under warranty, I guess. I'd have to look at my paperwork. Now all I'm going to do is put the other new bulb back in. So I'm going to be running 2 new bulbs, and we're going to go out in a few minutes when it gets dark, and we're going to test out the high and the low and the spread and the brightness, and check out this new product that Auxito sent me. Okay, I've adjusted the ISO of the GoPro minimum and maximum, so we're fixed at 3200. And I gotta tell you, forget about all the little overthinking everything, just looking at the way the road's lit up right now, I like it. I don't think I've had any bulbs that were this good before. This is low. High does make it go up high and center. That's kind of like what the old halogens used to do. First impression's very good, Auxito. You did a good job. Now, I'm in an 11 FJ Cruiser, so there's nothing automatic. Like in my Porsche, it's got automatic leveling, and the new ones have shit that turns. I don't think this applies to anything for me, but just the light output for seeing the road, color-wise and everything, I don't know how much better you could really do for a bulb replacement. Hopefully this thing will last more than just 2 years before something inside, on the side, inside, outside fails. See, we got 2 sets of LEDs on each side. I like that new house. I haven't been by there at night. I like that. So you got 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside for low, and you got 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside for high. And where they hit and project on the lens, see, that's high right there. That's like not barely hitting the road for me. And I'm pretty sure that's showing up on the GoPro. I think I got the settings all set pretty good with that. Hello. I like this. I don't think I need to drive anymore. I'm sold. I'm good with these. Yeah, I'm real good. I just hope they're not annoying to people coming head on at me. And if that happens, I will leave a comment at the top that you can see. Alright, man, that's it. I'm out of here. Let's see here. That's not a good comparison because there's too many things on the wall and stuff. Alright, I'm out of here. See ya.